This is a great industry, and the individuals within it are very high quality. So the individuals I would generally describe as professional. But I believe, over the course of my career, that the organisations have generally morphed from being professional to businesses. And within that, I'm effectively saying I think there is a attitude, time horizon, and probably associated profit margin that is different between the two labels. I think a profession runs itself as a longer term, lower margin enterprise. A business runs itself as a shorter term, higher margin enterprise. What is the culture of the organisation? What are its priorities? What's its beliefs? What's its values? What is its purpose? What's it run for? We firmly state and firmly believe that culture is unique to an organisation. Processes can be copied, staff can be poached. You cannot replicate somebody else's culture. And so I think it's worth investing in, because, you know, as we go through difficult times in the asset management industry, you kind of want a culture that helps you win out. So there is no mitigation for mass extinction. And therefore, you know, yes, we've published our report on extreme risks, and we've tried to be as helpful as we can be, going, so what do you do about it? But actually the value of extreme risks thinking is to challenge your normal practices and your normal risk models and your normal behaviours, because actually once you get deep into an unattractive tail, then at some point it's game over. What can you do to mitigate? Left unmanaged, I don't think there is any risk mitigation from a kind of portfolio construction basis that you can do against some of these big systemic risks. And therefore I kind of come back to my earlier statement, is the investment industry going to spectate or participate? i.e., do we take real risk and allocate new money to unproven new investments that hopefully will make the world a better place and will hopefully address the impact of climate change and hopefully will have a business model attached to them that pays a return? I would get rid of variable pay in all its forms, and if I could smuggle through a second one, I'd try and reset pay at a lower level to change behaviours within our industry, because it shouldn't be about earning bonuses. It should be about doing a good job for the end saver who needs a retirement income, and we're probably paid a bit too much relative to them. I don't. I think every part of human nature will try and preserve the status quo. You're willing to entertain my idea of, you know, pretty much all portfolios are built by robots, then there's a fairly brutal adjustment. You know, robots don't need bonuses. It's then a case of what's the industry going to do about its multiple stakeholders. Is it still going to try and extract value from the robot-built portfolios in order to pay it to shareholders? Or is it going to allow the customer to keep the return on their portfolio?